Okay, so here we are again with EU. Um, I said I wasn't going to trade this afternoon. Obviously, I wanted to look at the chart to see what was happening, and then I saw this here. Okay, I took two trades. First of the first one was partial and break even. It didn't touch the break even, but because of spread, I was taken out. And then I re-entered here. We had a big candle here, but I trusted the trend line. Trend lines, I don't trade trend lines, but they are useful to understand where liquidity is. So after taking this liquidity down, trend line was like reverted, to say it in some way, and we had TP again, so went to 37 and for 21, I 481.81 TP. Okay, so the explanation here it's pretty simple. We had like this break here of relevant liquidity. As you can see, it didn't take this, it only took this relevant liquidity, which was the liquidity that took this low here. So this is the relevant liquidity. As you can see, it perfectly worked. And after taking this relevant liquidity, my target was here, which was the relevant liquidity on M5 that took this point. But you can trade what's inside here. Okay, let's go to M1 and see what really happened here. Okay, on M1, the relevant, as you can see, it worked perfectly. On M1, the liquidity that took the height to the left is this one. We can play with that, knowing that the main objective is this one. The main target is this one, but on M1 you can play with that. As you can see, it takes relevant liquidity. It never takes this low. So after taking this relevant liquidity, we take the next relevant liquidity, next relevant liquidity, next relevant liquidity. So maybe this is relevant liquidity, but I wouldn't say that. I don't care. It just took another high here on M5, knowing that the relevant liquidity on M5 was this one. Okay, and well, knowing that we had no relevant liquidity up here, we had an SMT reaction here, and with this candle, no, sorry, in this candle here, I just entered to the extreme. I didn't wait for an engulfing candle, and I entered here with stop loss above here, and TP was here. Then we took partials here and break even. I'm gonna mark that up. Okay, which was perfect, and then we went up. Here we took relevant liquidity on M1. So it was perfect because I was looking for another sell. It took me out in break-even, with break-even just because of spread, but I accepted. I don't care. I had a TP, had TP. Then after taking this relevant liquidity, we take the relevant liquidity that took this one. We take again the relevant liquidity that took this one, and now we don't have relevant liquidity to the left to take, so it's time to look for a sell. Candle pattern, break, we don't have a higher high, we don't have a higher high, buyers are trying to buy, and when I saw this candle doing this and going down, I sold here, and then as you can see, it went down, probably, yeah. You would say, why didn't you wait for relevant liquidity on M5 taken? Well, because I just saw that here we had a lot of liquidity, so I had to take the risk on M1. I like the pattern, I like everything, so if it went here, I could trade again, I don't care, but I had to take the risk even more if I had a lot of TPs today. So yes, I took the sell here, 1 to 4.81. It went down. We took partials and break even. We placed partials and break even. Oop. Here, as I didn't want to risk more than that. And then, as you can see, we took a lot of liquidity to the left, so it had a reaction, but perfectly it reacted with the trend line. I trusted the trend line. I saw this candle going up. I saw the reaction here on M5, like the candle was huge. I saw the reaction and then we ended up like this. Maybe you can place a re-enter here, understanding that, but I don't like to. I prefer more confirmed ones. And then we went to TP. Why here? Relevant liquidity. We could have wait for this maybe relevant liquidity, as you can see. Perfect reaction. Perfect reaction here. Even maybe this one, but yeah, this one definitely for me is clear. And after that, we went up. I didn't want to trade more, so I didn't even look at it. But yeah, and maybe we would have taken this. So yeah, and here, as you can see, 3,420, and we have last TPs here, 5, 6. Yeah, this is the break even, this is the partial, and then the next trade, partial and TP. So this is it for today. Well, on Nasdaq, nothing. Like, yeah, I adjusted the TP because I saw that on H1 we had relevant liquidity here, so it was taken. Perfect, 1 to 9.59. This one, the one that we didn't take. We had the loss here, and we didn't take this trade. And well, I didn't even look at this, but as you can see, liquidity and pew again. So yeah, perfect. Gold, we had a good reaction here, as you can see with the relevant liquidity. And it respects the trend line to take the liquidity to the left, and maybe now we can go down. I'm not sure, but because we have this liquidity here too, so maybe we continue higher.